Good morning, good afternoon, boys, girls. In between Sunday above ZP here, bringing you another XCOM 2 Long War 2 playthrough. Thank you, Bradford. This particular episode will be mostly dedicated to doing the strategy on the strategy layer, the grand strategy layer, as I like to call it. And the rest of, and then it'll end when we do our first mission, and then we'll do a normal episode starting from there. Where it'll be mission, then strategy, all the way up to mission, and then going forward. And that's mostly because we have to talk about a lot of mechanics. So the first thing I want to do here is I want to go into research. And I want to look at my research. Now, the first thing that I think most people do in research is they go resistance communications, and then basic engineering, or resistance communication, modular weapons, basic engineering. And the general reason for this is because you want to expand as fast as possible. So we're going to hit resistance communications immediately. And the reason why you want to go with resistance communications as fast as possible is, I'll bring it up in a second, but right now we're going to pick our first building. So usually the first building is either the Guerrilla Tactics School or the Advanced Warfare Center. The Guerrilla Tactics School and the Advanced Warfare Center are slightly different in... Well, no, they're completely different in Long War II. The Advanced Warfare Center used to be in vanilla, that you build it, and then it grants you a random promotion when you get to a certain level, when it unlocks that perk for that particular soldier, and it makes you heal faster. So in the Advanced Warfare Center in Long War II, you actually have to train perks, and there are 3 offensive and 3 defensive perks that can be trained for each soldier, and then there are pistol perks that can be trained for each soldier. Now, the Guerrilla Tactics School, you can, like in Long War, like in regular vanilla, you can train people into specific classes. You can also unlock certain abilities from the Guerrilla Tactics School, like Vulture, Wet Work, etc. Now, Long War II adds officer training. Officers, when we train an officer, that I'm going to explain in more detail, but right now what I want to do is I want to go Advanced Warfare Center. The reason why I want to go Advanced Warfare Center right now is twofold. One, we have a few really badly wounded soldiers, 23, 32, and 15. Well, by the time the Advanced Warfare Center is out, Dennis is going to be A-OK. Alpha will actually make a really good assault, but I don't want an assault in 15 days. Because he has average mobility, he has low defense, and good dodge. Actually, no, he'll make a better technical. Because I believe he had 6 HP as well. Yeah, he'll actually make a pretty good technical, even though he has 64 aim. So yeah, I'm not going to promote him until we get to the new deck. Now, here is where we are going to get to the real meat and potatoes of Long War II. Yeah, let's just get this speech out of the way. Thank you, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And that is going to be the bridge.
Commander, good to see you on your feet again.
Yes, thank you, Bradford.
Welcome to the bridge.
I love his voice actor. It's amazing. Okay. Now, I'm sure this looks pretty different, right? What are these buttons? What's this mean? Etc., etc. Basically, the way that the strategic layer functions in Long War II has completely and absolutely gone through an overhaul. I really, 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 really love what Long War II has done with the strategic layer. Advent no longer has... it's no longer just random missions showing up, or some very low-level background stuff. Advent has a priority, in a global priority, and then a region-based priority, and then it spawns missions based on those priorities and objectives that Advent is trying to do. Now, everything is centered around these havens. These havens are centered around rebels. There are 3 jobs for the rebels. You have intel, which detects missions. No, the way the missions are detected is you have a pool or a bucket or a bowl of intel, and each rebel produces 1 intel every day, and that goes into the bucket. Now, when that bucket reaches a certain level, so we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rebels producing intel. They'll be producing 6 intel every day. You spawn 2 guerrilla operations every single... well, when there's no guerrilla operations active, you spawn... there's less than 2 guerrilla operations active, you spawn in guerrilla operations. And there's other types of missions too, but we can talk about that at a later date. Or in the more in-depth and tutorial video, actually. Now, when each of... there's a minimum requirement to actually discover, and then it rolls against... or there's a percentage chance based off of everything that the cumulative intel that has been put in that pot. So each point, I believe, gives like an 0.85% extra chance of finding it every 6 hours, finding that mission every 6 hours after it reaches the threshold. So once we get to a certain threshold, you'll get a really good chance at detecting new missions. Now, what I'm immediately going to do is throw everybody on intel. I'm going to put a Haven Advisor in for now. God, this is one of the most frustrating things. So squad management, I'm just going to delete the squad. There's honestly almost no reason to have squads in this iteration of Long War II. And I'm going to put I'll put the technical in there for now. So I'll put Achilles in there for now. There's 2 other missions. There's hiding, which brings down Advent strength. There's supply, which makes you money. And there's recruit, which brings in more rebels, up to 14 in a region. We're going to start off on intel because generating missions is the most important thing we can be doing right now. Okay, now you'll see 3 numbers here. You see strength, force level, and vigilance. Force level is as it was in vanilla. It goes up based on the time, based on the difficulty, and it's basically the type of aliens you're going to be facing. Strength is how much strength Advent has in this region. So this region is currently strength 2. Strength affects mostly 3 things. First, it affects types of missions that can spawn. Second, it affects the baseline number of aliens that are going to be in that mission. And 2, how quickly and how many reinforcements come into your mission. Reinforcements are a really, really, really big concern in 1.3. 1.2, not as much. 1.3, 1.4... probably 1.5, a very, very big concern. Vigilance, 2, what we have here, 2, it says. Vigilance is the amount of strength Advent wants to have in this region. So if we have a strength 2 region and a vigilance 2 region, that means Advent has the exact amount of strength that it wants to have in this region. If we have a strength 2 region, like let's say we run 5 missions in this region. Each mission generates 1 vigilance. That will take this up to 7 vigilance. That means Advent will want to have 7 legions in here, and that's when it will start moving in regions from outside of here, from this region. It'll be moving strength or legions from outside this region to reinforce it, and you can catch them by supply raids. Or if they drop a UFO, you can catch them by UFOs. So the first thing we want to be doing here is we want to be generating as many missions as possible in as many regions as possible, and that is why we're going to need as many soldiers as possible. So right now, I don't believe we have anybody that we can recruit. Yeah, you start off default, I believe, with nobody, and the only way you can get new rookies is either through certain missions or by putting people on recruit. Now, having a region advisor is going to give you a certain number of recruit points anyways, but it's not much at all. Scanning the Avenger will give 20% extra intel of what you're generating here. So we're going to scan with the Avenger until a mission pops up. Here's a mission. We have 9 days, an intel package, and 22 intel. Now, remember how I said that we want as many regions as possible? That means we're going to need as much intel as possible. So this is giving us 22 intel, and then we're also getting an intel package. That means a point of interest. Later on, it could be a facility lead, but right now it's just a point of interest. Those are very powerful. They can be extra contacts, they can be extra engineers, scientists, etc., etc., etc. So we want to set this up as much as quickly as we possibly can. Now, I'm only going to be sending. I'll definitely send the sharpshooter because relays, sharpshooter is nice to have in relays. Shinobi is not absolutely necessary. We will send the gunner, so J-Caps will go and Zach will go, and I absolutely love J-Caps'. I love his look. He is so awesome. Look at that. I love that mustache. And then we're going to send 3 rookies. So we're going to send those 3 rookies that we said were the highest aim. So we need an assault. We need the assault, we need the ranger, and we need the specialist. So the ranger and specialist, very heavy aim classes. The assault is more of a health and movement class. So Saizo, I was talking to him on the video. He said that he thought assault was really good. He'd make a really good technical as well, but I want to get as high of a chance to promote these guys as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this squad out. I'm going to put 2 grenades and an SMG on each one of the rookies. So this is another really major change in Long War 2. There's now 3 slots by default on every soldier. And there's this thing called ceramic plating. Ceramic plating is basically the shield points that you get. It's called ablative points, and it's the shield points you get. There's no way of healing shield points. Also, you'll see immediately unlocked as a med kit, the frag, the flashbang, the smoke, and the pistol, and that is maxed out. The reason why we take this loadout on the rookies, even though with their 71 aim, we could take an assault rifle on some of the faster ones. Actually, they're all 15. So we could actually end up taking assault rifles on all of them. Even though this is usually not what we do, because you want to get them in positions to lob grenades, but with a decent high ground, which is plus 10 in Long War 2, not plus 20, with decent high ground, you're talking about an 80% chance to hit on anything, which is really, really good. Now, J-Caps only has 3 HP. I want to get him a nanoskill vest as fast as possible, but that's not going to be available until we research it. As you can see from our build weapons, there's nothing really to build. We'll give you a med kit. A flashbang is basically useless on a grenadier because he always has area suppression, which we will talk about once we get into the actual game. You know what I'm going to do is give one of you an SMG, so that you're always going to have the ability to get into position to shoot out something. Now, what I do love to do is I like to go pistols on my squaddy and my rapid target sharpshooters, and the reason why I like to do that is because then they can move and holo target or move and shoot on the same turn. Snipers start out really weak, and being able to actually move and shoot kind of mitigates that weakness. We don't have modular weapons yet, so we can't equip any of the stuff we brought, and I think this team looks good. we're going to over-infiltrate. So that means it's 69 enemies baseline. So strength 2, that's always going to be 9 enemies. But once we get it down to vulnerable, that will tick it 1 strength down, be a strength 1. So that will be 8 enemies, between 7 and 8 enemies. So I think with 6 grenades and a flashbang here, well, you could use a grenade, and you also have 16 mobility, so a 16 mobility gunner is really nice. So yeah, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 grenades for 7 enemies, 7 to 8 enemies. So I think that's very nice. We'll start the infiltration. This is another very important thing. You don't send people immediately to missions. Like, you don't just click the button and you go to a mission. You have to do what's called infiltration, and this was the replacement for the fatigue system that was in Long War 1, where in the fatigue system what you ended up having was you could only send a certain amount of soldiers at a time. Excuse me, when your soldiers came back, they would be out of action for a few days because they were fatigued. If you sent them again, they'd get wounded. So in this one, what you have is the infiltration system. And here you can say it will take 5 days, 23 hours to get to 100% infiltration, which is what will get us down to our baseline activity. I will give, again, an overview when it comes to that tutorial-wise, but the basic idea is you're infiltrating. You're not just throwing... It's not an immediate thing. And so that's why you need a fairly wide roster. Now, our bucket has gone to 0, so I'm going to start scanning here again, generating intel, and we have another mission. And that is a 6-day, 6-hour, very light smash and grab. I don't like very light, but I will take it. I basically have to take all these missions at this point. I think 5 guys, so it's a good thing we brought the Shinobi, or we kept the Shinobi. We'll bring out the technical, 170 aim. Who's next highest? Tuna, and you. Oh, that's 5 guys here. Do I want to do a very light with 5 guys? The answer to that is no. I do not want to do a very light with 5 guys. But you know, that's probably just going to be 10. Yeah, that's most likely just going to be 10. 10 enemies because it's a strength 2 very light, not a strength 3 very light. Yeah, you can actually keep that because you have 16 mobility. You have 14 mobility, so you're definitely going SMG and a grenade. We will put a medkit on you, and we'll put a flashbang on you as well. Although we don't start concealed on this. This is kind of interesting. Would I like to take 4 and guarantee getting down to very light, or take 5? I think I'm taking 5. Yeah. You know what? Let's risk it a little bit. Okay, so now liberations can't spawn in the first, I think, 2 weeks? 3 weeks, maybe? I think it's 2 weeks. So we can now move everybody to a recruit mission. And then we'll go scan the black market. What's something important? I want to talk about something kind of important, and I forgot. So let's just go scan the black market.
Avenger plotting new course.
And alright, we now have resist communications. Now, I know a lot of people go immediately to basic research, which basically gives you an extra scientist. But I like to go modular weapons first. And the reason is because weapon mods make huge difference in the game.
Commander, we can now work to
okay, good. So now we can contact places. Alright, thank you. Thank you. And
You'll need to scan the target.
Let's see. You have 5 rebels in the Haven. Where it says Haven 5, that means 5 rebels in the Haven. You have 5, 5, 4. So we're definitely not going to Western Europe. We go to New Brazil. See, New Brazil has 1, 2, really just 2 connections. You also just have 2 connections, and you have no real connections that make much of a difference. So either we're going here or we're going here. But the thing about Brazil is that Brazil, you just need Brazil and New Chile to get the continent bonus. So I think I'm going to go to Brazil first. Because if we end up doing a network tower there, then we just contact New Chile and we get the continent bonus.
Attempting to establish local
And, ooh, nice. We got a new person here. But you know what? I'm going to flip to Intel now because we're about to run this relay. And then the moment we run that relay, we're going to get a... and this can only really tick down once anyways. So that's normal. The moment we get that relay, it's going to spawn a new mission. And we want to get to... here we go, vulnerable. Okay. So this is going to be the mission. A sharpshooter, a gunner, and 3 rookies. I think I gave one of them an SMG for scouting. Yeah, we're going to want to run missions in this region here. Again, so let's go ahead and launch this destroy relay mission. And then not shortly after, sorry, not too long after, we're going to have to run the other mission. So we have JCAPS, Zach, I believe, going out on this mission as our promoted guys. Sharpshooter, a pretty nice aimed sharpshooter and a really nice aimed gunner. Come on. And then a bunch of rookies.
Communications relay is up ahead. Move in and destroy the target.
Okay, so Constance is definitely not somebody that is in our character pool. And who's this? Zadish. Yeah, he's one of my characters. So, you had the SMG. Alright, so usually there is the relay. We're looking at probably between 7 and 8 enemies here. We're deployed at the corner of the map. Here is one of... what is that? What the heck is that? Hello? Is that an evac flare? Okay, that makes no sense. Yeah, so we're looking at enemies in this grid, like this, between where we spawned and the objective. And we're probably looking at 4 groups of 2. So if you make a grid, probably looking at some here, some here, some here, some here. Something like that. I think that's how it works, if I remember properly. Which I probably don't, so we're all going to get killed. Alright, let's move you out here to take a look at what's there. You can have these solo drones on the roof, which will just bust up your concealment. But we'll take a gander. I do like to kill things right off the bat. I don't like trying to skirt around pods unless I'm specifically trying to go stealth. And my reason for that is it's very easy to actually get stuck
Solid copy.
between pods and then activating in really, really bad situations. Okay. The problem is the moment we reveal, reinforcements will start coming in. So you can actually go up this way, as odd as you can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come around here and take a peek around the corner to make sure there's nothing that's going to just kind of pop out and reveal us. And then I'm going to take my SMG and I'm going to put it on this corner to get a wide look out here and still be protected from being revealed on this end.
Moving to designated coordinates.
Okay, now that I've done that, I can see that most of the stuff is clear. I just don't know if there's anything on this area. And I'm not sure if there's any way I can check either. I mean, I could go down here. I don't think that's a bad idea. Yeah. So, yeah, now we have a very good idea that there's nothing in this area. That means we have full cover with elevation. Unfortunately, not looking at the beacon for our sniper. And it's at the corner of the map, so he's probably not going to be shooting anything in this area. Although he could go here and... yeah. Alright, so... I'm going to move you down here.
Moving to designated coordinates.
You can move... yeah, you can move up here.
Understood. Moving out.
You're also a rookie, so... let's actually put you over here. And then you can go over here. Now, if we had a stock, we could steady and then get really good next turn. I think this is about as far as I want to go, so I'm just going to quick end turn. Oh, that's preview line of sight. I'm just going to quick end turn, and that is going to overwatch the people that can overwatch. Alright, so we have a pod on this end. So now that I have the queue, I'm trying to see, based on my spawn was here, so there's probably a pod here, a pod here. Well, no, that pod here is probably there. There's probably a pod guarding the objective, and there's a couple of pods out here. So this pod is over here and then moved out that way, or it's over here and coming back this way. So I'm going to come to this L-shaped cover. And, okay, there's that solo drone. Now, it said the pod was this way. What do we see? They're probably in the building, then. If they're in the building, will this show us that pod? Oh, hello. Okay, so that's 3-4. And you... if you come up here, can you see... where can I see into that building? I'm not seeing through there. It would have to be up to here. I would see through that building. The problem, though, is that these guys, if they're moving down this way, I want to preview line of sight on him. He can get down to here. And you can see that he can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tiles. Versus him. So versus you, you can only see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tiles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you moved to here, most likely... no, there's a bit adventurous. And besides, if they're in that building, they come out, and then... it might be better to actually take a wider berth. So, going around this way. Alright. Move you there. Do we see what's in here? No. No, we don't see what's in there. It would have to be out to here to see what's in there. So probably through
Moving to
you.
designated position.
Yeah, there's nothing in here. Okay. So then we can place you there.
Position confirmed.
Run you all the way down there. And then I don't see much reason to hold back with the sniper. Now, unfortunately, if there was something here... Now, there's the map border, so there's nothing there. Alright. Do I want to give up the high ground? This is a window, but we could open the door, but then, I mean, what's the point, right? Like, we're trying to get there. If we put you here, the line of sight... Oh, you have a pretty good line of sight, actually. Okay. So yeah, we can move you there. Oh, we heard a door open. The drone is gone. And there's another drone there. And that drone is coming down this way. So, we have 24 hit points. Evac comes in 5 turns. I want to get you to the roof.
Okay.
Where you don't see anything. You can also see in here now and see that we don't see anything. So we see that we don't see. Is there an L-shaped cover anywhere that I could take? I'm worried about there being a group patrolling in this way, as well as that group there. So let's actually move you first.
Ordre bien reçu. J'y vais.
That ladder is there. And the only other way to get up from is here. If you continue coming out to this end, let's say you go... If you come out here, she's revealed, so we're going to have to get her off. If you come out to here, then this whole thing comes out to about there. Okay. So let's move you, since you're the least likely to get revealed. We'll move you to that spot. And then, yeah, we see the trooper and the sentry going out that way. That allows us a little bit more freedom. That guy went back this way, the drone. So I'm thinking we can place you... I'm thinking that's okay. Yeah, I'm more worried about the drones right now than anything else. That drone revealing anything, so... this cover is really, really decent. So is this one, although that could be reviewed by the drone here. Well, here you're protected from the drone, and you have a really nice line of sight all the way down the street. Let's see. From here, yeah, you have basically really good line of sight. So we'll move you there. And there's that group I was talking about. And they're going into this building. That's good. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's probably everything on the map. If I had a grenadier, I would go right now and grenade that group, sapper grenade this group, drop them all the way down here, and they would all die from falling. I do not have a grenadier. So instead what I'm going to do, I see them coming out this way. I don't want to move out towards this end, because that might reveal us. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out to this way.
Bien reçu.
We can move you right there. It's not a problem. And move you there.
On my way.
And where's J-Caps? Oh, bollocks. Alright, so we don't really want to see this drone here. Can you see that drone? No. I think you're the only one who can see that drone, right? You can see these two drones. Alright. So, the problem is, see, your gun is really loud. So if you shoot, they're going on alert. Their guns are not as loud. Because, see, if you look at his line of sight, right? His line of sight ends to about here. Yeah, it ends to about there. To about here. And the... that's 18 tiles. And his shot is maybe, I think it's 22 tiles? Or just 20 tiles? So there's like 1, 2, so like it ends right here. Which means that you wouldn't alert the map. Whereas yours would. And then in about 2 turns... Well, they patrolled first, right? Or they patrolled second? Because if they patrolled... No, they patrolled first. So they patrol first, they come down here, we shoot. That alerts them, they come running out. I think this is actually a better situation of not shooting with you. Yeah, I think you're just going to hunker. Then you two are going to shoot into him. And you are going to pistol overwatch. Although that does... it's a drone. Well, if you don't have to activate it, I would rather not activate it. Although from here, I think pistols are just 18, so yeah, you wouldn't create enough noise either. But from here, you don't see the drone, you don't see the drone. Here you're not protected against the drone. Next turn, here you are. Yeah, so let's just put it here. You're going to hunker. You're going to overwatch. Oop. You're going to overwatch. You're going to overwatch. And you're going to pistol overwatch. Oh boy. Somehow he's still seen. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh boy. 5. Oh no, oh, they were coming back anyways. But they were on green alert. So they actually didn't get any reactions because of the fact that they were on green alert. Oh, so that actually totally worked out. Let's see what you can area suppress. Now this is the major gunner abilities. He can do something what's called area suppressing. Let's see, you have 1, 2. There's a sentry is here? Forgot, no, it was right here. So if we area suppress you, we get the sentry. Good. Now, drone AI works in such a way that if it has a flank, it will just shoot the flank. But we do need to take this guy out. We killed the trooper. We have a really, really good chance of killing the sectoid. But can we do it without getting flanked? No. We can just grenade him, though. That's a really good chance. First things first, though. Let's just toss out the evac.
Requesting immediate evac! This
Okay.
is Firebrand.
Can
Evac
you...
request confirmed. Hold tight.
You can get... You can get really far. Problem, though, with you is that you're in light cover. And you have 3 HP. I mean, that's asking to get shot to death. Who has a flashbang? You have the flashbang. You probably can't flashbang both of them. Which is not good. You need... Alright, so Katniss needs to definitely grenade the sectoid. If we can put her in a place where she will also be flanked by the surveillance drone, then the surveillance drone won't stun her. But also in a place where she will be in cover versus everything else. As far as you go... Yeah, I need to really work on my activation game here. You can come up here and shoot down into there. Or you can come a little bit closer and be ready next turn to move here. What I'm worried about here is Katniss moves up to this spot here, right? Now the drone... wait, is that flanked to the drone? 1, 2, 3, 4... Yes! Okay, so the drone just shoots her and disorients. That's great. Alright. Shoot the sectoid. Nice. Okay. So you still have a shot on the drone from here. And then you have a flankable shot coming down this way. The problem, though, here is you have 75 aim. Area suppression. I believe suppression only does... -25. Yeah, so it's -25, and then this gives 30, so that's 55. And that's 75. So that's a 20% chance with a 10% chance to graze. What's your dodge? -1, yeah. So, the only other thing I can think of is moving you here and trying to flashbang into there, but... Huh, you might actually be able to. Okay. So here we are being seen. Here we are not. Oop, excuse me. Okay. If we go here... yeah, there's no way to actually work on that. I would like to get there. But there's just no way to do it. Maybe it would be better if I put you here and then grenaded it out to him. Because unless I take care of that trooper, he can flank, and he also has a 65% shot out to there. So that trooper is really messy. I think we leave the drones. Alright, if you moved up to here, could you drone the trooper? So that needs... Alright, you should grenade the trooper. That needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. No, there's no way. Well, if you moved up to here... But no, that's just... I mean... Huh. You guys should come all the way over to here with no problem. And that's still not close enough. Oh man, do I wish I brought my flashbang here. Oh, okay, it's that's blocking. The other possibility... Nah, because you're stuck. Well, you could... You could hunker. If we hunkered you... that's 30 and... 30 and 30, that's 60. They'd have 15% chances. They really wouldn't want to take that. And you have like 50 dodge at that point. So try to take out the drones after hunkering. So like move up to here, shoot the drone. Move you here, shoot the drone. You only have a flashbang. But yeah, you can move here and shoot the drone. The problem is the drone has like 4. So okay, if we move here with you, with Zadish, this is going to do 1 damage, and then it will require a 4 because of the armor to finish it. But you're far away enough that it doesn't really matter. Oh, wow. Okay. That opens things up interestingly. Because that means now we can move here with you. You're still flanked by the drone, but you can pistol shot the other drone. Ah, you missed. Alright. Well... in that case, I do want you to be in full cover. And then we're just going to shoot the drone here. And you are going to hunker. We'll have 2 grenades plus a flashbang available next turn. Nice. Okay, good. So that worked. That didn't work. Okay. Alright, that mark brings it up by 10. So now JCaps has a 20% chance to get shot by these guys, but a really, really good chance to dodge. Yep, that's not a dodge. Ooh. Alright, 15% chance, and a crap ton of dodge. Okay. So, what are we looking at? JCaps is really in a bad position there. Although we should be able... No, we don't have flashbang available. God dang it. You can't run down there and grenade. You grenaded last turn. You could grenade this drone and then shoot it with that one. Oh, JCaps can get away. Oh my lord, JCaps can get away. Alright, JCaps can get all the way over here. Or even up to here, where he'll be more useful next turn. Then we take this drone out.
Copy that.
With you and you. Okay. So, can you grenade that drone from here? Yes, you can. That is excellent. Because that means we can reload and grenade the drone. Excellent. Alright. Standing in high cover too. Alright, so reload. This is one of the most frustrating parts of XCOM 2 is just pixel hunting with the grenades. Alright, whatever. Alright. And now you reload and shoot.
Let's rock.
You can't min-roll. Come on. Ah, you min-rolled.
Armor's still holding.
Great. From here you can't see. From here you can't see. From here you're just gonna get shot at 9 times. You can see from here. But again, they're just gonna come out and shoot at you 9 times. You need to just run back to like here. Alright. Oh, no. You can get out to here being the closest. Now, if that is where you can be closest, let's see, how far can you actually see from there? You can see quite far. No, but that's not a cover tile, so here's the closest cover tile you can get to. Actually, here. Yeah, no, you can definitely see over here. Because I was wondering if, like, I put him here, would he survive? And the answer is no. You get shot at if he's standing right there. Let's do that preview movement again. Yeah, he can move here. He can move... Yeah, that's the only place where he's likely to move to be able to shoot. He can't move there in 1 turn. So do we think we can survive a 55% shot from an Advent officer who can deal 5 damage and just kill her automatically? To risk having the chance to shoot this guy in the face. Would we rather go here? Or would we rather go here? Alright, what are you going to do? You're just going to shoot whoever you have a flank on, which is JCaps. Who is marked. And I need his suppression next turn. So, no, we're not doing that for sure. So you... Alright, it looks like to be able to save JCaps, we're taking this risk. It's an 80% shot because it has 1 HP, so a graze will do it. And the graze is plus 10, so that's 80%. But then he can dodge 20%, so it's like more like a 78. He missed.
Get it together. I need ammo.
Oh, that's not good. Alright, can you see from here? Yep, you can see back there. Okay, I was thinking if we could put him here. But no, that's not going to happen. Alright, so you're just going to have to shoot, you're just going to shoot JCaps. And there's no way around that. Alright, missed. That was a 24. Alright, you're going to stun. It's not the worst thing that could happen. Alright. Yeah, you flanked yourself. I wonder what shot I'm taking from here. Very nice. Alright, now one person is going to have to shoot the drone. This drone here. One person can grenade the other drone, which I'm thinking is going to be you, but we're going to break line of sight on that officer. So here. No, I think we're going to go here, but then I'm not sure if we can actually toss that grenade. Reinforcements are there. We have 5 turns. You also have a grenade. Alright, you can actually area suppress both of those guys there. Then if we run you out to here... No, it's not. If we don't area suppress, you're just going to get shot twice and killed. At the same time, if we don't kill the drones... Alright, this drone is not flanking him. Okay. That door's closed, so that's not a problem. If we come down like this, nope. Okay, so we area suppress these two. Then we kill you with Constance. The problem is this guy is just going to come up here and stun JCaps, and then we're screwed. And drones move first. Whereas if we leave him, this drone just keeps shooting him. We're talking about a 25 plus a 30. 30 from the cover, negative 25 from that, so that's a 50, so 15% chance. Okay. So I think we just try to kill this drone here.
Heads down.
Should have reloaded. Alright. I need to go somewhere where I can see that drone. Probably should have checked to see that I could go somewhere where I could see that drone. Alright, so from here we can see that drone? Yes. Okay. You go ahead and do that. Well, he's going to either shoot him or shoot him. I don't know who he's going to shoot. I think he'll shoot him because he has a closer proximity bonus. So let's area suppress these two. That will break the suppression. I mean, that will break the overwatch. Then you move down here. It also sets up a really interesting flanking opportunity against the trooper next turn. And a 97. Very nice. Okay. Oh, JCap's no longer marked. That's nice. Oh, but he's going to shoot JCaps. God dang it.
They're moving around the side.
Alright, moving mark. And a miss. Okay.
C'est tout ce que tu sais faire?
Sure.
You can shoot and try to kill him. You're now useless. And you can move back to, like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move back and shoot him. Shoot the drone. Then you... There's a box. Great, there's a box. We could grenade there. I think those things... Ah, you don't have a grenade this turn. Oh, but you do. Okay. So you move up there and grenade. And I think these things blow up fairly easily.
Je vous prépare une petite surprise.
They do not.
Moving to position. Adjusting sights. Burning through ammo fast.
Alright, well...
Ready to go. You can't handle me.
I think we need to move up in flashbang.
Jetzt komme ich.
Alright, we can hit the trooper. We cannot hit the officer. Can the officer get to... I mean, definitely can get to that tile. Shoot and kill him. Constance. Unless I can discourage it from moving by pistol overwatching it.
That one hurt a little.
Okay, I think that's what happened there. Good shot. Now we only have 3 turns for the data transfer. Oh my god. Let's see. You have the grenade. He's standing over there, so we can shoot him with you. Alright, well...
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
Let's hope for a 4.
Fire in the hole.
Ugh. Okay. Now, you're standing over there. And you're just gonna go grab him. Let's see. Yeah, so we're just gonna go grab him. And then run out to the evac.
Double time.
And yeah, you're over there. Okay, so even here will
C'est pas trop tôt.
do something. Alright, thank God.
On fait combien là?
Then move here, and then run all the way down to
I have the asset.
that thing. Don't
This is
think we'll be able to
Firebrand.
kill
It's time to
him.
go.
Kill it.
Feindliche Verstärkung im Anmarsch.
Oh, that's definitely not good. Yeah, it looks like we're just going to lose the mission here. take 2 wounds and lose the mission.
Just a pain in my neck. Rolling out.
So that's successful. Is there any tile from which I can see it? No. Yeah, it's because of these things. What if I were to do this?
Heads down. Objective located.
Okay, so yeah, now we can see it. Come on, you're kidding, right? It's because of these things. Okay, well, that went well.
Move, move, move.
On the ground.
Yeah, you just go here and get out.
Tired of waiting around. I'm gone.
You can shoot the relay and just get out. If we could have shot it last turn, we might have been able to escape.
Let's go.
Je reste pas dans cet enfer.
Position confirmed.
Although I guess I could have like moved in here into this high ground thing, and then just shot back into it, and then moved back out. Oh well.
Confirmed.
All XCOM operatives are secure. Firebrand is returning to base.
Commander, we failed in our mission. We'll need to review our tactics and improve.
Yeah, the big problem there was I engaged like all the groups at once. And that's one of the places where I personally really struggle with revealing it was that move that I made with J-caps out, thinking the drone was moving away, and then the drone came back. That move, I think, basically demolished us. If it wasn't for that move, I think we would have been fine. Because that would have allowed us to move away on the turn that we wanted to. But at least you're alive, right? You're 72 aim specialist, 73 aim assault with 15 mobility, and 73 aim ranger. I almost always take center mass on a grenadier, and with 79 aim, we're definitely death from aboving you. Okay, well, at least we got the advanced laser sight. Losing the first mission is not a good way of starting. Especially if it gives you 22 intel and a laser sight. And a intel package. So now... Yeah, now the technical is back. So we can promote you. 67 aim, ranger, not the greatest. And then we'll wait for the other guys to come before we promote. And... extremely light. Okay, so strength moved out. Alright, extremely light smash and grab coming up. Hopefully we can recover. So, let's call it an episode. This is what we'll be seeing. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see y'all next time.